And thank you so much, Pastor Tolu, for the introduction. So I just want to give a little bit of a background and overview of DLI and YMP, just in more detail, because not everybody is always familiar with all the work that we do. So if you can go to the next slide, please. So as far as some history, the YMP program actually has its roots as far back as 2005. There were 4 young professionals at this church who came together and were like, we need to have a mentoring program that can cater to the needs of young professionals and allow them to become leaders in their respective spheres. So they came together, and under the guidance and counseling of Pastor Tolu Peters, they formed what was called at the time the Jesus House DC Mentoring Program. And that program has kind of blossomed over the years and grown from that singular mentoring program to this overarching Daniel Leadership Institute, which holds several programs that caters to developing leaders to influence their world with the dignity and nobility of true Christians. As Pastor Tolu mentioned, we are a faith-based organization, and we abide by the core values of faith, integrity, reliability, and excellence. Next slide, please. Hopefully you can see this well, but we've had several programs over the years. Some we've retired and some we've transitioned to other ministries, but right now we have 2 active programs. The first is the Community Leadership Program, and that really caters to empowering members of the community with the tools, resources, skills they need to make an impact and make lasting social change. And one of the ways we do this is empowering them in terms of the area of public speaking and giving them confidence that way. So CLP actually runs and operates a Daniel Leadership Institute Toastmasters Club, which has won accolades and has really grown and blossomed over the years. And they also sometimes run workshops on public speaking and also leadership as well. We do have a few CLP members out here. I see Anthony, ex-president. I see Shola, ex-president as well. So if you have any questions about CLP or public speaking Toastmasters, definitely see one of them at the end. The second program that we do run is the Young Professionals Mentoring Program, which what brings us here today. And that runs this 1-year program to really inspire young professionals to become future leaders and aid in their career development as well. One of the upcoming programs that we have is actually this Global Leadership Program, and that we're trying to pair YMP alums, like very driven and accomplished YMP alums, with global leaders and give them a chance to do a 1-year type externship globally. So that program is still in the works. We're planning it, and hopefully you will hear more about that in the coming year. Next slide, please. So like I said, the YMP program is a 1-year mentoring program designed to really stretch young professionals and propel them to growth in their professional career and leadership endeavors. Next slide, please. And the way we do this really is through several critical program drivers, and I'll just go through each one because they're each important. So first is the mentoring relationships. We pair our fellows with mentors of the same gender, but also aligned to their career field. And those mentors provide guidance, counseling, support over the course of the year. We also hold monthly workshops, and each workshop is targeted to a topic that we deem vital to the fellows' development. So we have workshops on servant leadership, project management, networking, communication, emotional intelligence, you name it. And each of those workshops is led by a subject matter expert, typically somebody very, very well seasoned in that subject matter area, and they share. And usually we read a lot of books as well to support the discussions, typically bestsellers. This year we've read things like Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers. We've read Keith Ferrazzi's Never Eat Alone. In the past we've read Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey. So typically bestsellers that help guide the discussion and help add more value even to the monthly workshops as well. We also do general presentations. So one of the things, we want to give fellows a chance to practice the public speaking skills. So over the course of the year, we assign times where they have to get up in front of the class and deliver a fairly short presentation on a topic of their choosing. And then they're critiqued by their fellow cohort on that topic. And this is just to give them some confidence in terms of getting up in front of a crowd and delivering a presentation. again, during the course of the year, we do what we call an individual development plan, or IDP. So the fellows have to list their short and long-term goals, document them, and they meet with an IDP counselor, one of the YMP staff, who guides them and supports them over the course of the year to see how they're progressing on those goals. And we try to see ways in which we can tailor the program to help them meet those goals. And they also work on the IDP in conjunction with their mentor as well. And then the final component of the program, which is kind of what brings us here today, is the community projects. And so as one of the things for DLI, we always want to give back to the community. And one of the ways we do it is by having the fellows lend their expertise as consultants to a nonprofit organization to help them, improve capacity in certain areas, or just do something that will be of lasting value to the organization. And we've done several wonderful projects over the course of the years, worked with several organizations, and you're going to hear about the ones that we're going to work with today. So next slide, please. Without further ado, I want to call on Oluchi Osueke, who's the project's lead with YMP, to sort of introduce the YMP projects component, and then we would go right into the presentations for today. Thank you.